Hey guys, it's Arrow here from the Real Card Fight, and we here with Shadow and his great natures, man. Yeah.
Alright guys, this is my Great Nature deck I built when I went to Atlanta. I built this deck out of fun at first, but as I've been playing it and learned how to play it better, I've gotten pretty good with it, and I want to point out some of the things that these are all English cards, so I've seen a lot of, Japanese, because they already have all the good cards, but this is just a straight English that we have from set 7. Start off with Marmoset because of his ability to counterblast 2 and give 4,000 to someone. So with Binoculars Tiger and, well, of course, Leopard, Leopold, someone's going to hit over 20 most likely. I did run the others grade 0 to search for grade 3, but he turns out to be better in this deck.
I think he's better.
I think he's better. I run 6 crits. Wait, no, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7. I run 7. It's not a run. Something's wrong with this. Oh, okay, well, I run 7 crits. And because, you want to hit hard, this is kind of a rushing deck if you get the right hand. But especially when you get to Leopold, you're going to rush at the enemy, and you're going to be swinging for over 25 sometimes about every turn unless they, kill off the field. I run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stands. I run more. I run 5 stands. I run stands in this deck. I want to run 6. I have to get another one. But in this deck, for the main reason, I don't like running stands and anything else except this, because if you attack with Binoculars first, you give 4, and you get a stand, you re-stand Binoculars and give another 4. So it just powers up your rear guard immensely.
So it's like you're getting extra trigger bonuses without actually getting extra trigger bonuses.
And like some people say, why would you give the 5 to the rear guard? Because you want him to make them block the attack. And plus you get another 4, it's pretty much get another trigger. And 4 heals because it's mandatory. My grade 1s, I kind of had a problem with them at first, but you need to have strong rear guards, so all of them need to be at least 7 or 8, and have some tech cards of 6. I run 3 Monoculus because at the very beginning of the game, you ride another grade 1, play him, and you can just rush the field if you have enough. You can give the grade 1 hamster if you want to run them, which I don't because of choice. You can get another one back, or it's a great card to rush with. And plus, if all your Binoculars Tigers die, you can play him with an 8k booster. He's gonna hit for 15.
15? That's like 15.
I run 4 Great Silver Wolves because he's your 8k beater, and you need your 8k beater, especially in this deck, because you're looking to hit for very high numbers. And with Magnet Croc, even if you don't put any 4s on him, he's still going to hit 20. But with him, he's going to hit, even high. He can hit 28 at most, which is pretty good.
And remember, guys, this game's all about math, so since they're all giving 4s, the 8k is good because that's even more numbers to your card. Yeah.
Right now, until the Loop-de-Loop Duck build, probably, I'm running 3 TikTok Flamingos. Their ability is when they're played, you give its ability to another rear guard, and the ability is, if it's put in the drop zone at the end of the turn, you unflip a damage. Since this deck, how it works, everything happens at once. So take, for instance, a hamster, and you have a Leopold on the field, and you're at limit break, and you play him, and you give the ability to the hamster. So you play the hamster over here, counterblast for the hamster's ability to get one from the deck and put it back in your hand, counterblast again with Leopold's to bring him back, and then use the Flamingo ability that you give it to him to unflip the damage, so you only technically used 1 damage. So it actually helps out with the counterblasting. And also, if you just double up the ability on one card, you can uncounterblast both of them. So it works out pretty well until the Loop-de-Loop Duck comes out in set 8. I run 2 Failure Scientists because it can help you get that limit break, and you can rush the field because sometimes people don't give you. It's the only deck I run it in because it seems to work pretty well and people don't expect it. It's a pretty good tech card. It's only 6,000 booster in my deck, and I only run 3 Perfect Shields because I needed room for better grade 1s. And with this deck, with a rushing deck, you want to run less Perfect Shields. In a deck you're trying to hit for harder, and he's a 6k, and you really don't want to put him on the field. But 3 so far has worked pretty well. I had 4, but only running 3 now. And now for my 2s, I run mandatory in this deck 4 binocular tigers. You have to run 4 because he is like Leopold, except his ability works on the rear guard. It's amazing. It always is just how you can't really get past without this deck. He's kind of like he's just mandatory in a Great Nature deck, especially
mandatory. Except for mine, Penguin. Blue real. Penguin beatdown. It's not even real, but it's good.
I run 4 of the grade 2 hamsters instead of the grade 1 because he, with 2, if you're going to have a Leopold and a binocular, he's going to get to 16 by himself. And plus, with Leopold's ability, like I said, he's killed off, you get 1 from your deck, and you bring him back in the field. So not only does his deck go attacking, it goes straight from attacking to defense the next turn. Because I have Interceptor in the field, and I have a card in my hand to block with. So he's just a pretty good card, even though he's an 8K. He still hits for pretty hard after a while.
8K 47. Oh, yeah.
I run only 3 pandas because I wanted to run 4 of the hamsters and I didn't have enough room. And but the pandas just 10K. You know they're pretty good. You want them on the Vanguard mainly.
Panda's art is awesome.
I don't like his eyes. His eyes are red and blue.
Dude, he crackhead, dog. He's looking at that globe all day. He's like, oh shit. Oh.
I run 7 threes only. I run 3 magnet crocs. I did run 4, but I lowered my 3s because to make room for the other ones, for especially grade 1. The reason I run these is because with just 2, with binoculars and then a Leopold, if he's on your Vanguard, he gets 20 by himself because he gets a 2K whenever he attacks a Vanguard. No boosting, just whenever he attacks. So he's pretty good. I'm going to replace him with 2 Bisons when they come out of set 8 because Bison's ability is pretty good. And it's a good backup Vanguard, and they don't really have a good one right now. And then, of course, I have my 4 Leopolds with my 1 SP Leopold.
You notice we have 1 SP in like every deck?
Leopolds, this is the Leopold deck, so of course you're going to run these. I picked Leopold deck over the Loxes because the Loxes have too many inconsistencies. Make sure the Rod Chain, you have to pick the card, but you have to have 2 cards to pick. And they have to be destroyed at the end of the turn. Like it's not you don't just kill them. You pick them to if they are destroyed, you draw a card. So it doesn't really work out that well. But Leopold's ability, he's 10K. He brings back a card for free, like especially a card like Magnet Croc. But the hamsters, you get 2 cards in that turn. And also he looks really, really cool compared to all the other ones. He's very dark, and his blade's on his back.
And he kills little kids, I guess, because he's a school hunter.
I don't know. He kills a lot of things.
Do they have those in Japan just walking around or something?
I guess so. Those leopards. Only things I have a problem with Leopold is I wish his ability worked in the rear guard, which also kind of makes you think they'd be really broke. But since they had a grade 1 and grade 2, you think they have a grade 3, especially like the hamsters. But this deck mainly works on hitting for very, very high numbers. So if you have these guys, exclude the boosters because the boosters are going to be there. But boost with him, 4 here. He's going to be, 14 right now. 10, 4 here. He's automatically at 20. He's at 18, but he can hit for 20. If you have another card behind him, like, I don't know, Silver Wolf, he's going to hit for 28. And it's just a massive number, and that's going to hit for every round, and eventually your opponent's going to run out of hand. And so this deck is mainly working with overpowering. But thanks for watching my video about my Great Natures. I haven't seen any other English ones. But if you like the ideas, leave a comment below. So, thanks guys for watching.
Comments, subscriptions, you can all find it here at The Real Car Fight.